Hello, and this is What If Deku Was a Vampire Part 2. Let's get into it. My camera kept on messing up, so this is kind of like take 2. So, Part 2, take 2. I guess 2 is the lucky number. So, last where we left off, Ochako just found out that her cat, who she named Kuro because it's a black cat, was actually Deku, and she had to become something called a Servamp and get a special. Deku became something called a Servamp, and Ochako got a weird hammer thing that increases her strength. Well, along with it might come with other abilities on. Just depends what I really want to give. So, pretty sure I'll have to look back, but I think I gave Ochako one for all. I think I did. If not, I'll have to look back. So, what is going on with my phone? Okay. Okay. My phone's acting up, so, woohoo. Well, into the what if. So, Uraraka is still surprised, but decided, hey, might as well. Deku just still sleeps in his cat form on a cat bed. Uraraka's like, okay, enough of the cat form. And Deku's like, oh, but you used to love it. She's like, well, I don't anymore. And she's like, and Deku's like, okay, fine. But she's kind of agitated. Like her two best friends, a cat and a person, are actually the same people. And so yeah. So Deku had to explain that they cannot go 50 feet from each other. Or one of them will be pulled closer. They can even be pulled through walls, which hurts. And Uraraka kind of doesn't believe him. He's like, no. Kind of walks away, and Deku gets pulled away. Uraraka is like, oh, okay. So Deku's like, okay, so does this mean I can have human food now? Uraraka's like, pins. Deku goes, what? Depends on what? Uraraka goes, depends if you can pay for it. She's just gotten a little more. Her personality's changed a little bit. So he's like, fine. And she's getting tired of his laziness. Like, he does nothing. He was cute whenever he was a cat. Now that he's a human, she's kinda getting frustrated. Whenever they used to hang out, like, whenever he was human, they'd hang out. They're like, oh yeah, he's lazy, but I don't see him all the time. It's fine. She wheels on him. He used to wheel on him a couple times before that. But now, they're together all the time, living together. Kind of making her go a little crazy. So, Deku just walks over and is like, okay, fine. Hands her like a wad of cash, and she goes, where did you get this from? He says, just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. She's like, I am extremely worried. But, Deku Like, just don't worry about it. I have like a part-time job. She goes, really? How much do they pay? He goes, well, it's more like I have a multiple clone of myself doing all the work. She goes, you can make clones? He says, yeah. And the clones have to apply by the servant rule, where they can't go that far away from her. So, I'm gonna say that week is the week of the UA entrance exam. So, Uraraka is kind of like getting ready, studying everything. Deku's just not doing anything. He's not even worried. Suddenly he goes. Well, suddenly the day comes for the entrance exam, and Deku's all ready. He's like, yeah, do this. Do it. Uraraka's like, okay, so wait, do we have to partner up? Should we explain the situation? Deku's like, fine. So they explain the situation, and they're always partnered like right next to each other. Because they had to, so they explained and showed what happened. So during the written test, Uraraka gets slightly better than she did before, and Deku just completely aced it. She's like, you didn't even study! Deku's like, sure I did. When did you study? Uraraka said, Deku said, well, I studied while taking the test. She goes, so you cheated? Deku said, no, I just used a little bit of mind reading. It's fine. Uraraka just kind of slumps in her seat, wondering how many abilities he exactly has. All she knows is strength, turning into a cat, speed, sucking blood to get stronger, what they're calling the servant rule, giving her the power to get stronger, and now mind reading. She's kind of getting a little, oh yeah, and also clones. So she's like, how many abilities do you have? He just says, I'm not really willing to give out that information. She goes, fine. Then it's the UA. Oh, now it's the exam. And better part of the exam. He's walks by and just sees. Well, while Ida's talking, interrupting Mike, he's like, if UA made a mistake, I am highly disappointed in this school. And then he just yells out, and why is that kid sleeping during this lecture? The kid just kind of wakes up and is like, who are they talking about? And he's like, and he just looks at that kid pointing at him, like, and then Deku's eyes just flash red. Then Ida just apologizes to everyone, sits down in his seat, and just shuts up their entire time. But his eyes are glowing red. And like after President Mike's done talking, his eyes suddenly are no longer red. So It's the exam, and everyone's getting ready. Well, everybody's getting ready for it. And then, Uraraka's by Deku and is like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Trying to psych yourself up. And then, Deku just walks over, puts his hand on her shoulder, and goes, even if you fail, I'll get in, and no matter what, you get in. She goes, that's not very helpful. He goes, sure it is. You may not be an actual student, but you'll have to go there no matter what. And Deku just kind of laughs. And then she goes, unless they decide it's not worth the hassle. Or you don't get in. Or the complete opposite happens and you don't get in, I get in. She's kind of laughing. Deku just kind of looks a little upset. And is like, really? Walks over to Deku and is like, what did you do to me? Deku's like, I didn't do anything to you. And often Deku's eyes turn glow red for a second. Out of their green color. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Deku has white hair, not green. But his eyes are green. So there. Ida goes, well, why'd your eyes flash red for a second? He said, they didn't. They hear a sound off in the distance. President Mike says, on the count of 3, 1, 2, the sound they heard gets louder. 3, the gates open, and everybody's just standing around, and President Mike says, go, there's not a countdown in real battles. No, there's no one to tell you go in a real fight. And they just see, and everybody, the sound gets incredibly loud. Suddenly a swarm of bats surround Deku. Everybody's like, well, what's going on? And the bats are kind of flying off with a cloud of smoke also going around. Everybody's like, what? Uraraka's very confused, and then in the crowd of bats is kind of just, whenever it flies by a robot, suddenly the robot is just down, and it's flying incredibly fast. Ida can keep up with it, but it can't take down the robot as fast. So Ida's kind of mad. And then Deku turns out of the smoke, and he's wearing his normal blue jacket, and just smiles, saying, his eyes glowing red, saying, that's enough. And just the moment he turned back and the bats disappeared, there's a slam and dust going all around. It's a really cool scene. Everybody's extremely surprised. That was really cool. I think it's like, I guess I got flare points for that too, right? That heroes get flare points, right? And it's just like, oh no, this kid, his quirk is interesting, and he did take out a lot of robots, but no, heroes, shaking their heads, heroes do not get flare points until they graduate, I guess, because the more flare you got like that, then they're here more. And Uraraka's just being dragged around the chains and Deku's flying too fast away. But while she's being dragged, she's using her hammer and kind of spinning around, taking out robots. So it's kind of helping her. With her sledgehammer. So People are like, okay, so that's an interesting duo. And Uraraka taking down the mini robots, and Deku's just kind of flying right by her, kind of sleeping like every once in a while, using shadows to kind of make spikes and go out of the ground and hit some robots. And Uraraka has used up all of her uses of gravity. Every time she made the gravity on something lighter. So she used that too many times. Is getting sick. And a whole bunch of rubble falls on her and almost at Sledgeville. And the 0 pointer is up there. And she can't break free. The 0 pointer is about to kill her. Deku's eyes immediately turn bright shade of red. He gets in a jumping position and he leaps, going extremely fast, going right up to the 0 pointer and hitting it so hard it flies all the way to the end of the arena, or testing arena, crushing 1 pointer, 2 pointer, 3 pointer robots the entire time, and Deku just using his shadows to kind of move people out of the way. People were like trying to calculate his points, and then as he finally settles on a score of 700, people are like, what? Picks up Uraraka. I was like, are you okay? She immediately just vomits on him, and Deku's like, oh, okay. So he kind of just gets it all off. He's like, why did you have to do that on me? Uraraka kind of smiles, like, you deserved it. He kind of sighed and goes, okay, well, how much time do we have left for the TICS exam? Then President Mike says, time's up! Uraraka's like, aw, dang it, I didn't get to give him any points as I wanted. Deku goes, he'll be fine. And he says, oh, actually, I need to talk to one of the teachers about, hear about something. So if you could stay, well, if you could follow me. He takes her into a hallway. He takes her into the hallway where President Mike is, and kind of has her sit outside the room. And he just goes, okay, I'd like to give some of my points over to Uraraka. They go, she has more than enough points to pass. And Deku goes, if people think that I was the one that did something crazy, they'll expect me to put more effort through. So, I want you to give all my points away, but still leave me enough to be, like, in 10th place. So they do. And Uraraka's boosted up to first, and she is made Deku made them make a story about how Uraraka was actually the one that did that. So, it's the day ends, and the next day we're only going to go to UA starting on Monday. I'm going to say that Deku and Uraraka became Deku became Uraraka's servant and Thursday. So Starting Monday, they get into UA. Deku's like, it's gonna be too much of a hassle to walk there. So he turns into a cat, crawls inside Uraraka's backpack, and is like, you're gonna carry me. Uraraka goes, no. But ends up carrying him anyway. So that's where I'm gonna leave this off. Until next time, goodbye.